And so here we see these two witnesses mimicking Yeshua. They had a ministry. They went to a city. The beast killed them. They were dead for 3 days, 3.5 days. Then they were resurrected, and then they ascended to heaven. They were the echo of everything Yeshua was. I love that. It's the pattern of Yeshua. So convicting. Because who's called to imitate Yeshua? Who's called to bear witness of him? 2 witnesses is the Torah standard for establishing truth, right? Their witnesses are also described as what? The 2 lampstands. Lampstands, yeah. Where have we seen lampstands before in Revelation? When near the beginning, how many were there? 7 lampstands. And they represented what? The 7 churches, believers. And of those 7 lampstands, how many of those lampstands escaped the accusation of being unfaithful? How many of those lampstands were not called to repentance because they had not wavered in their bold witness of Yeshua? Smyrna and Philadelphia, the 2 lampstands. The 2 witnesses are the bold and faithful believers that authentically bear witness, martyr to King Yeshua. The great city is mentioned, Sodom. So where are they killed? Sodom, Egypt, the great city, the place where Yeshua was killed. It was Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem, because that ties in that they're mimicking the pattern of Yeshua, right? But Sodom and Egypt and then great city. Great city. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, that phrase appears 8 times in Revelation as describing one city, Babylon. The great city. Babylon, which represents the entirety of the beast in every generation, the way of the empire. The 2 witnesses, guys, are hopefully you carrying out the message of Yeshua by living after his pattern and him calling you to bear witness of everything he is by acting that out, by following him and showing the world what self-sacrificial love looks like. And what was the result of the 2 witnesses? What was the end result of the 2 witnesses of this ingested scroll given to John? And we see it in verse 13. And the result here is the people recognized who God was. Finally. And they gave glory. They repented. And it's the only place in Revelation where a sign, an inkling of repentance ever takes place. Repentance did not come through God's judgment of sword and war and famine and demonic forces. Repentance came through the faithful witnesses of believers who would stand in allegiance of King Yeshua even unto death. This is how the world comes to repentance and sees the true nature of who Yeshua is.